Hello and welcome to this Vinyasa flow class with me, Katrina May. Thank you so much for choosing to practice with me today. This is actually the first time on my mat today, the first time I've practiced today, so we're going to move, we're going to flow. It'll be quite a steady flow, quite gentle-ish in nature. I'm going to be using blocks throughout the practice today to demonstrate how you can use them to help assist you stepping forward to the front of the mat. So when you're ready, roll out your mat, grab any props, blocks, blankets, anything that you like to use throughout your practice. And we're going to get started today on our backs. So, come on down. Bring your spine down onto the back, however you want to get there. Once you find yourself laying down, maybe you take your feet as wide as the mat and just allow the knees to gently roll in. Allow the arms to fall anywhere that feels comfortable for you. Maybe that's out by the sides, maybe you could rest them, or maybe you like to rest them on your tummy, on your belly. One hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. Just find a place to rest, a place to begin. Somewhere soft and simple, just to allow you to tap into the breath, to tap into this moment. Just allowing the breath to be natural. Nothing forced. And as you slowly start to arrive into this moment, into this space, see if you can just allow everything else to melt away. Thoughts of what you were doing before, or what you might be doing after. Put it all on pause, it can all wait. Just give this time for you, yourself, to move and flow with your body and your breath on your mat today. Maybe you start to find some length now into the inhales, filling up the lungs all the way to the top as you breathe in. Exhale everything out. Deep inhale through the nose, fill the lungs. Feel everything expand. Maybe the breath fills up into the back of the throat. Maybe a little pause at the top. Exhale, let it all go. Last one here. Fill your lungs. Deepest breath of the day so far, all the way to the top. Exhale, let it go. Allow the breath to return to its natural rhythm. And then blink the eyes open. From here, with your next inhale, start to lengthen through the legs, lengthen through the arms, reaching the fingertips away from the toes and the toes away from the fingers, like a big morning stretch, allowing the lower back to lift up off the ground. Take a deep breath in. And with your exhale, draw the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a big hug. Take an inhale. And an exhale. And keeping the right knee in as you allow the left leg to go long. Interlace the fingers across the right shin. Take an inhale as you squeeze the right knee in towards your right armpit. With your exhale, guide right knee over towards the left, finding a little twist, rolling onto your outer left hip, right arm reaches long. Maybe you take your gaze over your right fingertips. It doesn't have to be your deepest twist. It's the first twist we've taken today so far. Well, it is for me anyway. So just let it feel good. Don't worry too much about your right knee touching the ground. Don't worry too much about your right shoulder reaching the ground. Just let this feel good. Breathe. Maybe filling up the right side body with air as you breathe into this restricted space. Take one more breath in. And with your exhale, draw the knees back into center, pull them in. Take an inhale. Exhale, right leg goes long this time. Inhale, pull left knee in towards left shoulder, interlace the fingers around the left shin. Fill your lungs with an inhale. And with your exhale, guide left knee over towards the right, twisting over and rolling onto your right outer hip. Left arm goes long. Maybe you take your gaze over your left fingertips, maybe you softly close your eyes. See if you can relax right foot, left hand. See if you can stretch left hip away from left armpit. Just breathe into this space that you're creating to your body. And take one more inhale. And with your exhale, use it to help draw you back to center. Pull both knees back in towards the chest. Take a deep breath in. With your exhale, take your hands underneath your hamstrings. We're going to be rolling up into a seat, so if you'd rather roll onto your side and come up that way, then please feel free to do so. Otherwise, just take a few rocks up the spine, just gaining a little bit of momentum, massaging the muscles that line the spine, until eventually you can come up into a seat, cross the ankles, place the hands down, and then step back into your first tabletop position. And when you first get into your tabletop position, I don't want you to worry too much about alignment. I just want you to circle the body, circling the shoulders over the wrists, sending the hips back towards the heels, just finding some movement here. Letting it feel good, noticing your body, breathing deeply, staying connected to your breath. Getting into the hips a bit here, getting into the shoulders. Maybe you'll have a pelvis to come down towards the earth as you come forward. Hips go back towards the heels. And then when you're ready, start to reverse the circles, going back in the other direction. Grip the mat with the fingertips as you come forward, allowing everything to become acclimated with the mat. Breathing deeply. Last circle here. Just let this feel good. And then when you're ready, come to center. Find your tabletop position now. Knees are going to go underneath the hips. Wrists underneath shoulders. Index fingers can be pointing forwardish. Take a space in between each finger. And then from here, start to push down into the hands. Grip the mat with the fingertips. Spin the biceps forward, wrap the triceps back. Feel the forearms pulling towards each other. As you feel energy, stability in the arms lifting you up and away from the mat, draw the navel in towards the spine. Take an inhale and an exhale. A few rounds of cat-cow together here to find some articulation through the spine. So on your next inhale, lower the belly towards the earth, lift the tail and pull the heart through. With your exhale, push the ground away, spine to ceiling, spread the shoulder blades apart, tuck the tailbone under. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the tail, heart pulls through. Exhale, push them round, spread the shoulder blades apart, hide the heart. Inhale into your cow pose, pull the heart through, lift the tail. Exhale, push them round. Inhale, cow pose, pull it through. Exhale, push them round, spine to ceiling. Inhale, come to find center, somewhere halfway between the two. Pull the navel in towards the spine. Push down into the thumb mounds, the index finger mound. Grip the mat with your fingertips and then tuck your toes. Take an inhale. With your exhale, push into the toes. Start to lift the knees, send the hips all the way up and back and extend into your first downward facing dog. And when you get there, I just want you to feel it out. Pedaling into the feet, bending through the knees, swaying through the hips. Moving through the shoulders, just using this as another opportunity to feel your body, noticing how it feels today, keeping connected to the breath as you move your body around, getting into the side bodies a bit, nodding the head yes, shaking it no. You just do what feels good to you here, let it feel free. And then when you're ready, come to find stillness in your downward facing dog. Heels can be slightly lifted, knees can be bent. But push the ground away. Relax the back of the neck. Flick the tailbone up towards the sky. Feel all that beautiful length you're creating through your spine here. Take a deep breath in. And a breath out. On your next inhale, bend the knees and ripple the spine forward into your plank pose. Exhale, bend the knees, lead with the hips, push back, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend the knees, Ripple the spine forward into your plank. Exhale, cruising back into your downward dog. Inhale as you ripple forward. Let the head come up last. Exhale, pushing back. Downward facing dog. Holding your downward facing dog here. Breathe. Push the ground away. Draw the forearms towards each other. Feel energy in the arms. See if you can find some length from your pinky fingers all the way up to your hip creases. From your hip creases all the way down towards your heels. Take a deep breath in. And a breath out. From here, gaze towards the front of the mat. Lift your heels, bend your knees, and slowly take as many steps as you wish. Eventually walking all the way to the front of the mat. Bringing your feet in between your hands for your first Uttanasana forward fold. Hinging from the hip keys, take a generous bend in the knees and allow everything else to waterfall over top of the legs. Crown of the head is reaching down towards the ground. Hip creases are pulling up towards the sky. Breathing deeply. From here, take hold of opposite elbows. You can either hang heavy here in the middle in stillness, or you can take a little sway from side to side, finding a little ragdoll around your own legs. Bending and straightening alternate legs as you move. Staying connected to your breath. Just finding some space into the lower back, into the hips, into the legs. Breathing deeply. From here on the next inhale, come to center. Release the arms down towards the earth. Feel the back of the neck long, the head, the shoulders, everything is gravitating down towards the earth. From here on the next inhale, bend the knees, tuck the tailbone under and find yourself unraveling all the way up towards the sky. Big circle sweep with the arms all the way up as you reach the fingertips up towards the sky. Palms connect. Exhale, hinge from the hips, bend the knees, hip creases go back in spaces, everything waterfalls down towards the ground. Inhale, halfway lengthen, palms of the hands can come to the shins, find a flat back. Shoulder blades roll onto the back body, heart shines forward. Exhale, bend the knees and fold back in. Inhale, unravel yourself, reach the arms up towards the sky, stretch through the fingers. Exhale, hinge the hips, bend the knees and fold yourself all the way back in. Heart melts towards the shins. Inhale, halfway lengthen, lift the heart, find a flat back. Exhale, bend the knees and fold. Inhale, unravel your spine, reach the arms all the way up to the sky. Get long, get tall, stretch through the fingers. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a breath in. And a breath out. From here, take an inhale as you sweep the arms all the way back up towards the sky. Maybe you send the hips forward. Exhale, hinge the hips, bend the knees and fold yourself all the way back in. Inhale, halfway lengthen, lift the heart. Exhale, bend the knees. If you like to use blocks to help you in stepping forward and back, place them underneath your hands now. And then when you're ready, no rush, step back into your downward facing dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. From here, take an inhale as you reach the right leg up towards the sky, three-legged dog. With an exhale, bend the right knee. Take a big circle with the right knee as you step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Keep the left knee lifted, hop up onto your fingertips and inhale, pull the heart through. See if you can find a nice long spine here. Firm up the left quadricep, stay long behind the back of the left knee. Take another breath in. As you breathe out, left knee lowers down, palms come to the blocks or the mat. Push down into the left hand and inhale, twist and reach, right hand up towards the sky. Breathe into this new space here, left rib cage is twisting open towards the right. Right shoulder is rolling onto the back body as you push the ground away with your left hand. Take one more inhale. With your exhale, right hand floats down as the hips start to go back over the left knee. Start to straighten to some capacity through the right leg, finding your Ardha Hanuman half split pose. Flexing the right foot, pull the right pinky toe back towards the right hip crease. Pull the right hip crease back away from the right toes. Drive the right heel down into the ground. Hop up onto your fingertips and inhale, pull the heart through. Flick the tailbone up and back. Breathe. Send your breath to the back of your right hamstring. Take one more full breath in. Breath out, bend into the right knee, plant the foot, left toes are tucked, lift the left knee, take a big step with the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Inhale, rise up into an active squat. So the knees are wide, tracking over the toes. Your feet will probably be off the mat, that's absolutely fine. Hips are low, but not as low as the knees. Arms reach forward as a counterbalance. Push down into all four corners of the feet, keep a nice long spine. As you exhale, root down through the feet to straighten the legs, hands come to heart. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky, Urdhva Hastasana. With your exhale, sink back down low into your active squat. On your next inhale, plant the hands and step back into your downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, inhale, left leg stretches up towards the sky, three-legged dog. With an exhale, bend the left knee, take a big circle step with the left foot all the way to the outside of the left hand. Keep the right knee lifted. Hop up onto your fingertips, inhale, pull the heart through. Find a nice long spine, keep the back of the right knee long. Firm up your right quad. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, right knee goes down, right hand plants, inhale, twist and reach, left hand up towards the sky. Get long through the left fingertips, push the ground away with the right hand. Right hip is releasing down towards right wrist. Right rib cage is twisting open towards the left. Take one more full inhale. With your exhale, left hand sweeps down, hips go back in space, left leg starts to straighten. Left foot is flexed. Hop up onto your fingertips, inhale, pull the heart through as the tailbone flicks up and back. Your left knee can absolutely be bent here. I just want you to feel a fold from the left hip crease. As you pull the left hip back, pull the left toes back. Breathe. Send your breath to the back of your left leg. 2 more breaths here. Last inhale. With your exhale, step onto your left foot. Right knee lifts, big step with the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Rise up into your active squat. Hips go low, knees go wide, arms reach forward. Exhale, root to rise, straighten the legs, hands come to heart. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. Urdhva Hastasana, stretch up tall. Exhale, sink it back down low. Inhale, plant the hands, step back one foot then the other into your downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, take an inhale as you ripple forward into your plank pose. Or when you get there, lower the knees to the earth. Engage the glutes. Think one long line all the way from your kneecaps up and out the crown of your head. Spin the biceps forward. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, lower the body with control all the way down to the ground. Release the toes. You can take your feet as wide as the mat here if you want for Oscillating Cobra. Press all 10 toenails into the mat. Set up the fingertips at 10 and 2. Heavy hips. Press down into the fingertips, press down into the tops of the feet and inhale, ripple the spine off the mat. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Imagine you've got a piece of string pulling you up from in between your shoulder blades. Exhale, melt the heart. Inhale, ripple up. Exhale, lower. Last time here. Inhale, ripple up. Exhale, lower all the way back down. Bring your inner ankles and inner knees together. Hands slide underneath the shoulders. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, push into the palms, bend the knees. And when you're ready, tuck the toes, rise back up into your downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, take an inhale as you lift the heels, bend the knees. Take 2 steps, bringing your feet outside of your hands. Inhale as you rise up into your active squat. Exhale, push to stand. Inhale, reach up tall. Exhale, sit back low. Inhale, plant the hands. This time step back into your plank pose. One foot followed by the other. And then lower the knees to the earth. Take your inhale. Exhale, lower the body with control all the way down to the ground, untuck the toes. This time keeping the hands underneath the shoulders. Shoulder blades rolling together on the back body. Inhale, peel the chest off the mat for your baby cobra. Neck is long. Exhale, melt the heart back down. Take a breath in. Breath out as you push into the palms, bend the knees, tuck the toes, rise back up. into your downward facing dog. We'll move through that one more time. Take an inhale as you lift the heels, bend the knees, take 2 steps, bringing your feet outside of your hands. Inhale as you rise up into your active squat, stretch the knees apart. Exhale, push to stand. Inhale, stretch up tall. Exhale, sink back down. Inhale, plant the hands, step back into your plank pose, and then lower the knees to the earth. Take a full breath in. Breath out as you lower the body all the way down to the ground. Untuck the toes, feel the shoulders rolling onto the back body. Inhale, peel the chest off the mat. Baby cobra pose, neck is long. Exhale, melt the heart back down. Take a breath in. Breath out, push into the palms, bend the knees. Tuck the toes, rise back up into your downward facing dog. Feel free to take a child's pose if that feels good for you here. We'll be here for about 3 breaths. So if you're in your child's pose, just rest. If you're in your downward facing dog, push the ground away. Push the blocks, the mat, push them away from you. Keep the neck long, gaze back in between the toes. Knees can be bent, flick the tailbone up towards the sky. Take a breath in. And a breath out. One more breath in. Breath out. On your next inhale, step your right foot towards your right thumb. Lower the left knee down to the earth. Inhale as you reach the arms up towards the sky. Untitled, lift the heart. Keep the back left toes tucked. Push into the big left toe. It's going to help you square your left hip forward. Reach the arms up towards the sky. Tuck the tailbone under. Pull the thumbs back. Lift the heart. Breathing deeply here. Take one more breath in. As you breathe out, cactus the elbows. Pull elbows down towards the rib cage. Lift the heart. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, squeeze it down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, squeeze. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull down. Inhale, reach up. Last time here, palms come together. With your exhale, find a twist to the right. Left elbow comes to right knee. Push the palms together. Roll the right shoulder onto the back body. See if you can lift yourself up and away from your right leg. Breathing here into this twist. Take one more breath in. Breath out. With your next inhale, unravel the twist. Reach the left arm behind you towards your left leg. Right arm reaches up and away. Take one more breath in. As you breathe out, hands cartwheeled out to the blocks. Lift the left knee, step the right foot back into your downward facing dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. On your next inhale, left foot steps to left thumb, right knee lowers down. When you're ready, inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky, Untitled, low lunge. Pull the thumbs back in space. Hips sink down, push into your right big toe. Breathing deeply, suck the lower belly in, point the tailbone down towards the ground. Breathing deeply here as you lift the heart. Take one more full breath in. Breath out as you cactus the elbows, pull them down towards the rib cage as you pick up the heart with the bottom tips of the shoulder blades. Inhale, stretch it up. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, reach it up. Palms connect. With your exhale, twist to the left. Right elbow comes to left knee. Push the palms together. Roll the left shoulder onto the back body and lift yourself up and away from your left leg. Maybe you take a gaze over your left elbow. Breathe into this twist. Where can you send your breath? Keep your breath consistent. Keep it smooth. Take one more full breath. Breath out. On your next inhale, unravel the twist. Right hand sweeps up and back towards your right leg. Left arm sweeps up and away. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, sweep the hands down to the ground. Right knee lifts, left foot steps back into your downward facing dog. From here, take an inhale as you bend the knees and ripple the spine forward into your plank pose. Lower the knees to the earth, take a breath in. As you breathe out, lower the body all the way down to the ground, untuck the toes. Press all 10 toenails into the mat, pick up the kneecaps. Inhale, peel up for Cobra Pose or full upward facing dog if you feel ready for it. Pull the shoulder tips back as the heart pulls through. Exhale, bend the knees, tuck the toes, rise back up. Downward facing dog. From here, take an inhale and an exhale. One more inhale. Exhale. From here, on your next inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Take 2 steps or walk your feet in between your hands, Uttanasana. Hinging from the hips, bending into the knees. Everything is waterfalling down towards the ground. Inhale, halfway lengthen, lift the heart, find a flat back. Exhale, bend the knees and fold. Inhale as you unravel the spine, reach the arms up overhead, sweep them up tall, stretch up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen, find a flat back, create some space. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, and step back into your downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, take an inhale as you step the right foot to right thumb. Keep the left knee lifted this time. Find this low runner's lunge. Before we go any further, I want you to just gaze back at your feet. Just make sure that your feet aren't on a tightrope, they're on train tracks. Find your stability, find your centre. Pull your right hip back and underneath you. Get long behind the back of the left knee as you reach out through the left heel. Once you've found your centre, take an inhale. As you reach the arms up towards the sky for your high crescent lunge. Sink the hips down low. Reach the arms up tall. Heavy hips. Imagine you've got a sandbag or a weight hanging off your tailbone, pulling it down towards the ground. You can take a soft bend in your back left knee if you like. But I just want you to reach up tall with your fingertips. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, cactus the elbows. Pull elbows down towards the ribcage. Lift the heart. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, reach it up. This time palms connect. Exhale, twist to the right. Left elbow, right knee. Push the palms together. Roll the right shoulder onto the back body. Firm up your left quadricep. Stay long behind the back of the left knee. Reach out through your back left heel. See if you can lift yourself up and away from your right leg. Take a deep breath into your twist here. One more inhale. Exhale. This time on your next inhale, as we unravel the twist, pivot the left heel down. Keep the bend in the right knee as you reverse your warrior. Right hand stretches up and away. Lean away from your right leg. Right fingertips are reaching towards the top corner of the room. Left fingertips graze left leg. Breathe into your right side body. Take one more full breath in. As you breathe out, hands cartwheel down to the earth. Left toes pivot forward, right foot steps back into your downward facing dog. Take a breath here. And a breath out. Another breath in. Breath out. On your next inhale, left foot steps to left thumb. Finding your runner's lunge, sink the hips. Engage through the right quadricep, stay long behind the back of the right knee. And just gaze back, make sure your feet are on train tracks and not in one line, not on a tightrope. Once you've found your centre, found your balance, root down into all 4 corners of the left foot, push into the right big toe. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky, high crescent pose. Fingers stretch skyward, hips sink down low. Take a soft bend in the right knee if you like here. Breathe. Take a breath in as you reach up. Exhale, cactus the elbows, lift the heart. Inhale, stretch it up. Exhale, pull down. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach it up, palms connect. With your next exhale, twist to the left. Right elbow, left knee. Stay long behind the back of the right knee as you firm up the right quadricep. Push the palms together. Roll the left shoulder onto the back body and twist yourself open. Breathe into this restricted space. Where can you send your breath? Where can you take your gaze? Can you keep your breath consistent? That same pace that we found at the beginning of practice. Take one more breath in. Breath out. On your next inhale, we're going to pivot the right heel down as we unravel the twist. Keep the bend in the left knee as you reverse your warrior. Left hand stretches up and away, right hand lightly grazes right leg. Lean away from your left knee. Breathe into your left side waist. Take one more full breath in. Breath out. Left hand sweeps down, right hand sweeps down. Right toes pivot forward. Left foot steps back into your downward facing dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. On your next inhale, bend your knees and ripple the spine forward into your plank pose. Take an inhale, lower the knees. And as you exhale, with control, lower the body all the way down to the ground. Release the toes. You can slide the blocks out of the way here if you like. And then just make a little pillow with your forearms for your head to rest. And then just relax your body into the mat. Take a breath. Take a moment even. Maybe you can feel your heart fluttering in your chest. Slow down the breath. And one more breath here. From here, wherever you are, bring the chin to center. Bring the inner ankles and inner knees together, and then backstroke the arms behind you, palms shining down. We're going to be moving into Locust Pose, so to prepare, take an inhale. With your exhale, drive the pelvis down into the mat. Start to feel the shoulder blades rolling onto the back body. With your next inhale, elevate the body, elevate the legs, reach the fingertips back towards the toes, and reach the toes to the space you can't see. Keep your neck long. Elevate your whole body. Imagine that you're skydiving, defying gravity. Feel your back body engaging to support you here. Try and stay long from the tips of your toes up and out the crown of your head. Holding here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. Bring your palms or your forearms to the earth. Give your head a place to rest. And just notice your heart fluttering in your chest. Notice your breath. See if you can slow it down a bit, finding that consistent pace. Take one more breath here. And out. A few rounds of Oscillating Cobra, just because it feels so good. Taking the feet as wide as the mat. Fingertips set up at 10 and 2. Push all 10 toenails into the mat. Pick up the kneecaps. Press the fingertips into the mat. Heavy hips. Inhale, peel it up. Exhale, wave it down. Inhale, ripple up. Exhale, wave it down. Inhale takes you up. Exhale, lower. Last time here. Inhale, ripple up. Exhale, lower all the way back down. Place the hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, peel up for an upward facing dog. Maybe micro bend the elbows. Pull the heart through. Shoulder tips pull back in space. Neck is long. Exhale, bend the knees. Slide your way back into a child's pose. And breathe. Just taking a few breaths here for yourself. Crawling the fingertips towards the top of the mat. Weighing the hips heavy towards your heels. Take one more inhale. Exhale. And on your next inhale, slide your fingertips back towards your knees. And then when you're ready, make your way into a seat on the mat. Lengthen out your legs in front of you. Finding our seated forward fold. You can take a bend in your knees and place a blanket underneath there if you like. You can also take your feet hip distance apart if you want. You just take whatever feels good for you here, but flex your feet. See if you can find a nice long spine, puff up the heart, feel the frontal hip points spilling forward. If it helps, reach the arms up towards the sky as you take an inhale. As you exhale, start to hinge forward, trying to find length. Reach, 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 reach. And when you feel like you can't reach further anymore, take another breath in. And as you exhale, find your depth, folding in, grabbing hold of whatever you can along your legs. Maybe it's your knees, maybe it's your calves, ankles, feet, whatever you can get hold of. Relax the back of your neck. Breathing here. Sending your breath to the entire back line of your body. You've got about 3 to 4 more breaths here. What can you do with them? Can you find some softness? Feel the breath moving up and down your spine as you breathe. Take one more breath in. And a breath out. And with your next inhale, slowly start to rise back up. Bring the soles of your feet to the earth. Hands can come underneath your hamstrings, and however you want to get down onto the ground. Flop, plop, roll, drop, however you want to get down. Draw the knees in. Uttanasana. Maybe you like to take a little rock from side to side here. That can feel quite good, rolling onto right hip, over across to left hip. Just massaging the lower back, feeling the lower back in contact with the mat here. Taking a few deep breaths. Just letting your body know that it's about to relax. And then whenever you're ready, pull the right knee in, finishing off with that same supine twist that we started with. Left leg goes long, take an inhale as you fill the lungs, pull the right knee to right armpit. With your exhale, guide right knee over towards the left. Right arm can reach out anywhere that feels good. See this time if you can connect right shoulder towards the mat. Stretching your right hip away from your right armpit. Breathe into this space. Start to unwind a bit now. And then just notice, how does this feel compared to the one that we took at the beginning of practice? We've moved quite a lot in between then and now. So maybe it feels a little bit different, a little bit more open, a bit easier. It's just something to notice. Take your last inhale. And then use your exhale to draw you back to center. Both knees pull in to reset. Take a full breath in. Breath out, right leg goes long. Left knee pulls in. Inhale, fill your lungs. And with your exhale, guide left knee over to the right, this time rolling onto outer right hip. Left arm reaches long, maybe the gaze is over the left fingers. See if you can find a connection between your left shoulder and the mat. And twist your left hip away from your left fingertips. Breathe into that space. Maybe softly close your eyes here. One last inhale. Use your exhale to guide you back to center. Pull the knees in one last time. Knees in towards the armpits. Take a full breath in through your lungs. Fill them up like a big balloon. Deepest breath of the day. And then as you let the breath go, as you exhale, release the legs. Slide your way into your final resting pose, your Shavasana. Allow the feet to fall away from each other. Allow the arms to fall anywhere that feels good to you. Palms of the hands are shining up towards the sky. Relax the back of the neck. And then let go of the breath. And then from here, just notice, are you holding any last little areas of tension in your body? Maybe in your face or your jaw, your shoulders. Just notice it and let it go. Feel your body heavy melting into the mat, into the ground underneath the mat, into the earth underneath the ground. And then enjoy these moments of stillness in your Shavasana. Whenever you feel ready to come out of your Shavasana, take a deep breath in, a more purposeful inhale than the last one that you took. Fill your lungs. And as you do, reach the arms overhead, stretching through the fingers, stretching through the toes, like a big morning stretch. And then when you're ready, make your way into a small shape on your side. Any side will do. Maybe you cradle your head in your arms. And then in your own time, no rush at all, finally making your way up into a seat. Any seat will do. And just take a moment here at the end of your practice to say thank you to yourself. Thank you for finding the time to come onto your mat, to move and flow with your body and your breath today. And as always, I'm so grateful to be able to share this space with you. I bow to all of you and all of your efforts, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. Namaste.